Activists from Animal Rebellion carried placards reading a royal bloodbath as they vandalized the Queen Victoria Memorial in front of the palace. They dyed the water red as part of their protest against animal hunting. Extinction Rebellion spokesman Harley MacDonald Ecclesall said, "The Crown Estate is the biggest landowner in the UK and they choose to use this land for animal agriculture and hunting, which not only decimate our environment but cause the deaths of millions of lives every year. It's time for a new system based on justice and compassion, and the royal family should be leading the way." The targeting of the royal family comes just days after Prince Charles made a rallying cry for action on climate change in a Daily Mail article. The Met Police said they were at the scene outside the palace and arrests have been made. The force tweeted, "A number of activists have vandalized the Victoria Memorial water feature outside Buckingham Palace. We are on scene and arrests have been made. The suspects are being taken to custody." Follow below for live updates on the royal family. Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall shared new photos of their Clarence House home on social media, and one item in particular got their delighted fans buzzing. The snaps, posted to Instagram, gave an intimate peek into the garden room, which is decorated with plush gold and red furniture. The room was bathed in natural sunlight and oozed class and refinement. The photos were accompanied by text, which explained, "This room was created by Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother from 2 rooms and offers beautiful views of the garden. Today it is used for welcoming official visitors and features musical instruments, family photographs and works of art." The caption drew attention to one item, which had royal fans purring in appreciation. The Queen has had to face the reality that a few Commonwealth nations want to leave the group because every family has 1 or 2 who disagree, the Lord Mayor of Birmingham has told Express.co.uk. Councillor Mohammed Afzal was discussing Birmingham hosting the Commonwealth Games in 2022. Thousands of athletes from 72 nations around the world will descend on the Midlands city next summer for the huge sporting showcase. With more than 280 medal events, the Games will be the biggest multi-sport competition since the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. The Olympics, which were postponed until this year because of COVID-19, took place without fans present due to the risk of the spread of the virus in Japan. However, hundreds of thousands of people will be allowed to attend the Games in Birmingham to cheer on the athletes in person. As well as sport, the Lord Mayor believes the Games will also exemplify the strength of the Commonwealth and the majority of countries' trademark commitment to the Queen. Princess Charlene of Monaco shared 2 intimate pictures with her husband Prince Albert after being reunited with him and their twin children. Princess Charlene, 43, announced yesterday on Instagram her 2 6-year-old children and husband Albert, 63, had traveled to South Africa after having spent weeks apart. To mark the special trip, she shared several pictures of the family on her personal account. A few hours later, the South Africa-born princess shared 2 more pictures on her account, this time showing just herself and Prince Albert. In one snap, the married couple hugged one another while smiling. In the second photograph, Princess Charlene leaned on her husband and lovingly placed her head near Albert's shoulder while he put an arm behind her back. The Queen will likely enjoy the company of some of her great-grandchildren during her traditional summer break at Balmoral Castle. The Queen will unlikely meet Lilibet Lily Diana, her 11th great-grandchild, this summer, given the ongoing travel restrictions in place in the UK for visitors from across the pond, and the child's young age. However, the monarch has already had the chance to spend some time as a great-grandmother in the company of other relatives based in the UK. In mid-August, Princess Eugenie was photographed arriving at Aberdeen Airport. While her 6-month-old son August Philip Hawke and husband Jack Brooksbank could not be seen in the pictures, the Sun reported they had travelled with Eugenie and a nanny. James Middleton has opened up on one of the most powerful types of love as he marked a special day with his dogs. The Duchess of Cambridge's brother has 6 dogs, spaniels Ella, Zulu, Inca, Luna, and Nala, and golden retriever Mabel. And James took to Instagram to mark International Dogs Day in a sweet post. The businessman shared a sweet clip of himself lying on the grass surrounded by his dogs. He said, "The love from a dog is one of the most powerful types of love there is. Happy International Dogs Day #National Dog Day." Prince Charles has the option to change constitutional law and allow Prince William to take his seat on the throne, a royal expert has explained. Charles is first in line to the throne when the Queen dies, but has been facing calls to let William to take over as head of state. The Prince of Wales, who has been first in line to the throne for more than 7 decades, is the oldest heir apparent in British history. Royal expert Stuart Pearce has explained how Charles could step aside and let the Duke of Cambridge take his place. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did want the option of a title for Archie, an authorized biography has claimed. Finding Freedom by Omid Scobie and Caroline Durant says, palace aides were actually instructed to brief the press that the couple did not want a title for Archie. In reality, the couple did want the option, given that it would provide their son with a level of security that only comes with a title. The differential treatment the couple felt had been bestowed upon their son was a major sting to Harry and Meghan. Lawyers for Harry and Meghan have distanced themselves from the book, describing it as unauthorized, and saying the authors do not speak for our clients and seem to rely on unnamed sources. The Queen will likely enjoy the company of some of her great-grandchildren during her traditional summer break at Balmoral Castle. The Queen will unlikely meet Lilibet Lily Diana, her 11th great-grandchild, this summer, given the ongoing travel restrictions in place in the UK for visitors from across the pond, and the child's young age. However, the monarch has already had the chance to spend some time as a great-grandmother in the company of other relatives based in the UK. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been slammed by GB News host Patrick Christys for their total lack of self-awareness as their approval ratings drop to new lows. Harry has lost his position as the nation's sweetheart as Mr. Christys reveals he is currently polling lower than Jeremy Corbyn on election day. The commentator criticized the Duke of Sussex for complaining about his financial situation and preaching about privilege, branding him pathetic. The Countess of Wessex and Prince Edward are believed to be among the favorite guests hosted every year by the Queen at Balmoral Castle. Sophie, Prince Edward and their 2 children Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount Severn, are expected to visit the Queen to Scotland in the coming weeks. The Wessex family normally travel north of the border when the monarch takes residence at her Balmoral Castle. In an interview with The Telegraph magazine, the Countess of Wessex even confessed her family has sometimes spent more time holidaying at Balmoral and Sandringham than other royal relatives. She said, "The poor Queen has had to put up with us staying on much longer than anybody else in Scotland and Norfolk." The Duchess of Cornwall stunned royal fans with a personal picture shared to mark a day close to the royal's heart. Much like the Queen, Camilla is an animal lover particularly fond of dogs. Today, she celebrated International Dog Day by raising awareness of the animal charities she supports. But, to mark the day, the Duchess also shared a relaxed picture of herself walking one of her beloved Jack Russell Terriers. Katie Harris taking over live reporting from Rachel Russell. Earlier this year, it was reported Prince Charles could be planning a major shake-up with how the royal family will work together for engagements in the future when he becomes king. But it appears Charles' younger sister and may still keep her Princess Royal title despite any new changes, due to a simple royal rule. Explaining the history of the Princess Royal title, constitutional expert Ian McMahon told Express.co.uk, King Charles I was the first monarch to create his eldest daughter, Mary, Princess Royal, in 1642. This was apparently at the instance of his wife Queen Henrietta Maria, daughter of King Henry IV of France, at whose court it was customary for the monarch TM's eldest daughter to be known as Madame Royal. Henrietta Maria saw parity for her own daughter, especially so when Mary went to the Netherlands having married William II of Orange. Since Mary there have been a further 6 de jure creations including the present holder, Princess Anne, with one additional Jacobite creation by King James VII and two whilst in exile. The title itself is not automatically given to an eldest daughter, remaining as a gift of the sovereign at their discretion. Once created, the holder enjoys it for life even if there is a new succession. The Queen TM's aunt, the Princess Mary, was Princess Royal during the reign of her father George V, those of her brothers Edward VIII and George VI, and finally her niece Elizabeth II. In March last year, reports from the Daily Mirror claimed there had been a fallout between Camilla Parker Bowles and Meghan. Prince William felt he had lost his brother after Prince Harry took part in the Sussex's explosive Oprah Winfrey interview, claimed a royal expert. The allegations made in the interview left the Duke of Cambridge furious, particularly after private conversations amongst royal family members made headlines around the world. Royal reporter Rupert Bell told Talk Radio, "The only thing we've had is William when it broke, who said we are not a racist family when he said off mic, but you could clearly see his frustration and anger. He knows he can't say anything in these circumstances, but I'm pretty sure he was furious. I think he felt very frustrated by the way Meghan is controlling Harry's life, and he feels he has lost his brother, in every sense, and that must be painful." Princess Diana's death anniversary will be marked in London with a special opening of Cradle Walk surrounding Sunken Garden, where the late royal's new statue was unveiled last month. The Sunken Garden is currently open to the public only from Wednesday to Sunday. But Historic Royal Palaces, the charity taking care of Kensington Palace and its ground, has arranged a special opening of the walk next Tuesday, between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. This will allow people who want to pay tribute to Princess Diana to visit her statue on the 24th anniversary of the Paris crash. A spokesman for Historic Royal Palaces said, "We acknowledge that there will be interest in viewing the statue on that day. So we will be providing access to the Cradle Walk, which is essentially the beautiful walkway around the Sunken Garden. We will be opening that up, freely available, for passers-by or anybody who wants to stop and take a moment on that Tuesday, especially for the anniversary. While visitors can't access the Sunken Garden, they can walk around it through Cradle Walk, which gives a 360 degrees view of the statue." Harry has addressed reports that he had fallen out with his father and his brother, Prince William, 38, who is second in line to the throne. According to royal historian, Dr. Edward Owens, Harry TM's exit from his royal role has disrupted Charles' trademark plan for the monarchy. Dr. Owens, a former lecturer at the University of Lincoln and author of The Family Firm, spoke to Express.co.uk. He said, "The relationship isn't TMT a good one at the moment by the sounds of things. Charles has lost one of his trusty lieutenants in Harry. The whole Charles project trademark was built around family and two sons supporting him as king at his side, and he TMS now lost one of those guys. He leaves a gaping hole at the side of Charles, and it has done more to destabilize Charles' trademark monarchy than it has William TMS.